Alright, we're in the Luxor Inclinator and it travels at a 39-degree angle. It is a little bit wobbly.
Feels weird.
Feels rickety. The other elevator is making crazy noises, so luckily this one.
This is what the pharaohs had to put up with.
Yeah, you know what? The pharaohs did have to put up with this. It was very. This is Egyptian inspired. I don't know if you knew that.
Valerie, Kyle Travel Channel.
We're back in Vegas for another 48 hours. We were here a week and a half ago, so check out that video if you haven't already. We stayed at New York, New York. We went to the Universal Horror Unleashed, so if you want to see haunted houses, go check that one out. This weekend, we are going to not one, not two, but 3 different shows. It kind of all just started to add up a little crazy, but we have a jam-packed schedule. So we're going to go see Shin Lim tonight at the Venetian. That was on my list of things that I wanted to do this year. We're going to finally get that done. Tomorrow, we have The Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, which I swore up and down I would never go to, and here I am going to see it. I cannot wait. And then we have Ka tomorrow night. So we are going to be so busy. We just checked into the Luxor Pyramid. I don't know what that noise was. We just checked into the Luxor Pyramid. We've stayed at the Luxor before in a tower, and Kyle has been dying to stay in the pyramid. So we're going to give it a try. The room is a little weird so far. Not terrible, but fingers crossed everything goes well, because I have read horror stories about staying here and I really, really hope that those are all just one-offs. So I'll tour the room right now and then we're going to get our weekend started. Oh, and make sure you stay till the end because I'll tell you everything we spent on our trip. 17065. We have a great view. Look at all that. To the room. Oh, right here.
Found it.
Here's the bathroom. Looks okay. It's a pretty decent sized room. Standard bathroom, standard shower. Nothing crazy, but here's the room. So this is a king room in the Luxor Pyramid. We're just there. I don't hate the decor. I actually think it's kind of pretty. Can't see what view we have yet, but I'll check that out tomorrow. All right, pretty standard. Like I said, I don't hate the decor. It's certainly not, as nice as some of the places we've stayed, but here we are. We have the bed, the pillows, that all looks pretty standard. Nice big TV though, across from the bed. We have mirrors on the closet and nice mirror here for getting ready. So we have that. When we checked in, they did try to get us an upgrade to the towers, and Kyle was like, well, I kind of wanted to stay in the pyramid. I've never stayed there before. So we could have had an upgrade, opted not to. Hopefully it all works out. I don't know. I've heard horror stories about the pyramid, and I try really hard not to go with what everybody else says just because someone said it. I want to test it out for myself. So far, the weirdest thing I found was I went to pick up the remote and I touched the lamp area, and it is come over here and touch the table to get that remote.
You don't like those off or what? Yeah, it was flickering when you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, but if you touch any part of the table. Do we have a ghost? Shin Lim was amazing. If you've ever seen him on America's Got Talent, you know how good he is at sleight of hand. Holy moly. We had third row seats, so we were so close. We could see his hands, and they had it projected on the big screen behind him. It's insane. It is so amazing how good he is and the skill that he has. I wanted to see him in person after I saw some clips of him on America's Got Talent. I'm so glad we went to see him. I'm so glad we got close seats, and the show just was better and better and better as you kept going. He takes you through his journey of where he started learning sleight of hand tricks and magic to where he is now. Oh my God, I cannot tell you how good it was. It was so, so good. The tickets are pricey for sure. They say it's at the Venetian, but it's actually in the Palazzo Theater. So when we were getting tickets, we have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which has the $150 StubHub credit that's every 6 months. So we were going to use that. And then we had a targeted offer from the Capital One shopping portal because we were looking at tickets. They sent us a $150 rebate on a $250 purchase. That's crazy because we found tickets that were 130 something a piece. That was the third row. So that put us just under 270. And then we were going to use the StubHub credit and forgot to activate it. So we didn't get a credit for that. That just means we'll have to go to another show. Oh, darn. But we did get the $150 rebate in the Cap One shopping portal within a couple days of making the purchase, which was amazing. It was so good. We got to see the show for a little over $100 for 2 tickets that were pretty pricey otherwise. I'm so glad that I was patient and I waited until we could get a deal because this has been on my list to see for a year. All year. I've been wanting to see Shin Lim. If you get the chance, if you have some credits to use, or if you just want to go see a great show, it's amazing. He's amazing. You can also check him out on, all the YouTube clips of America's Got Talent. So cool. One of my favorite shows this year. In order to prep for the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, we stopped in at the Venetian and we took some pictures with the display they have set up. It is really, really awesome. If you get the chance to go through, make sure you wait in line. It does go really fast, but there's always lines. No matter what time you go, we were there super late at night and then we were there the next afternoon, lines. After the photo shoot, we stopped in at Donutique. I've heard Donutique is awesome. People always recommend it for donuts. It was such a letdown. $12 for donuts that were not worth it. They do have a very cute Wizard of Oz donut. We didn't try that one, but I did want to see it.
Oh, there's a fruit fly on that guy. But, I mean, those to buy. I don't even think they grab them from here, though. Grab them over there.
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy looking. I think I'm a peanut butter banana, though. You're getting sleepy. You think I'm sexy. You cannot keep your hands off me.
Oh my God.
It's like peanut butter and banana.
Peanut butter and banana from Donutique. Is it better than a cronut?
No. It goes Krispy Kreme,
Oh my God.
then cronut, then this. And then Voodoo Donuts.
Oh,
Rock
wow.
bottom,
That's
it.
a bold statement.
Wow.
So far, the Luxor pyramid, we're done with our first night. Everything in the room is fine. It's fine. It's not amazing, but it's okay. There's like some weird water damage at the bottom of the bathroom door. There's some peeling paint from the ceiling. I normally don't point those things out because I don't go looking for them, but it's very obvious that the rooms probably need a little bit of an upgrade at some point. The thing that both of us decided that, yeah, it's not for us is the inclinator. So the elevators, right, that go at a 39-degree angle up the side of the pyramid are slow, they're clunky, sounds like they're all gonna break, and people could not get their cards to work fast enough. So we're on 17 and it starts at 16. So you get in and everybody has to tap their card and then pick their floor. So Kyle said last night he got in and people were just taking forever. They couldn't get it to work. And he's like, can I tap mine real quick before we pass 17 so that I can get off this inclinator? So that's kind of the biggest thing is they take forever. People really can't figure it out. That was an issue in every single one we've been in so far. And I honestly don't trust them. I feel like they don't sound good. They sound like they're just ready to go at any second. A couple last night got in the inclinator that I was in, and they said, "Oh, this one doesn't sound nearly as bad as that other one." So it's not just us that notice it. This was something we wanted to try. We're glad we did it. I counted in my head. I think we have 3 more rides that we have to do in those because we're leaving today. We come back, we leave tomorrow. And I'm kind of ready to not have to get in one again. I know it sounds weird, but they're not for me. Today is our biggest day out. Yesterday was actually so busy. Today is going to be just as busy. We're going to do Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. We're going to do Ka at MGM Grand. We have Nobu at Caesars. We are all over the place. It's our last weekend of the year in Vegas. We're doing it big. We got deals on some of the tickets. I paid full price for the Sphere ones. I know I said I would never do it, but I did it. I hope it's good. I've only seen really good things about it. I'll tell you what I think. The second time we went back to the Venetian was to get my gluten-free donut. Again, really expensive for what we got. Oh, it's really pretty.
You're really pretty. So we came here last night and they were sold out, so I hope this is worth it. That wasn't a great face.
The frosting is really good. It's a little dry. What do you expect from gluten-free? Sometimes it's not a hit. I wouldn't come back for it.
It's a miss.
He wanted to try it. Really? How is it?
You're right, shit.
Spoilers ahead for Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. If you want to be completely surprised, scroll ahead and check out Ka. I talk about that next. If you want to hear a little bit about the Sphere and Wizard of Oz, I'm going to go through the experience and show you a little bit of what we saw. Doors open 45 minutes before the show, and you want to make sure you get there with at least a little bit of extra time to go through the different things they have set up in the lobby. They do have little crystal balls you can see. They have the Wicked Witch on her bicycle going up the side of the escalators. It's very cute. It wouldn't be the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere if we didn't talk about the apples. I know, it's so silly. They're foam. They probably cost less than 10 cents to make. But I did get one, and I did not catch it at the Sphere because we bought tickets in section 407, which were a little bit higher. The apples were falling kind of in mid 200s to low 300s. I bought mine online when they went on sale. They were $10 a piece, and I figure I might as well have a little souvenir because I didn't want to pay an extra $30, $40, $50 a piece to go maybe catch one. So we got seats that we liked. and I ended up getting an apple that now I can put on a little shelf and have it as a souvenir. The crazy part is, I don't know if anyone else saw this, when the Sphere started dropping the apples, when the Wizard of Oz, the first couple months of shows came out, people were catching them and selling them on eBay for up to $500 a piece. I did see some in the $80 range, $250, all the way up to $500. They're foam. It's a foam apple, and I did not buy one. I kept looking at them because I was like, the more apples that fall, the more inventory is going to be on eBay. I was just waiting and waiting and waiting for everything to go down so I could get one for maybe $20 because I just really wanted one. And then all of a sudden, the Sphere put them on sale on their website. So for marketing, they did an amazing job at getting people to want these dang apples, because I was one of them, and I had to tell myself at some point they're either going to sell them or the price is going to go down. So I paid $10 for it. I was happy with that. I thought my favorite part was going to be the apples because they were so hyped up, and I actually really loved the tornado scene. There were little leaves that came down. That was super cute. But the best scene in the movie for me was the poppies, where they go in the poppy field and they fall asleep. And then all of this bubbly snow comes down and covers the whole audience. It is just so pretty, and everyone gets to participate in that, where the apples are kind of more toward the front. The flying monkeys are a little bit more toward the front. You can still see them, but everything is more toward the front. And we did get the leaves during the tornado. We got the snow during the poppies. It was just really, really awesome. I love how immersive it is. The colors are absolutely beautiful. The most beautiful, bright colors. The picture is clear and crisp. I think for what it is, they did an amazing job. I loved going to see it. And we really hope that they come out with some other really good movies at the Sphere, because we'll go see those too.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
It's so funny. They actually have leaf blowers to blow the leaves. Oh my God, we just got done at the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. It is awesome. After the movie, make sure you go back to the lobby because they redo the entire setup while everyone's in there. I'm not going to show you everything, but they do have some extra stuff going on and an extra little performance. So don't miss that, because if you're going to pay $150 a ticket like we did, you want to get the full experience. That's what I wanted. I wanted the lobby at the beginning, the show, and anything at the end they had going on. It did not disappoint. If you've gone, what did you think? Let me know. I really want to know what everybody thought about the Sphere and the Wizard of Oz. As far as Cirque shows go, we've seen quite a few. So we saw Drawn to Life. That was the Disney one out of Florida. We've seen one in Loveland. We've seen a couple in Vegas. I would put Ka above O. That might be controversial because everybody loves O, and O was good. Ka was great. So it's a story about twins that get separated. They go through all these different lands to try to get back together. And then there's different fight scenes. It is just amazing. It was such an amazing show. When you walk in, the theater is not like any theater I've seen before. There's something that looks like a wooden ship on the side. And then there's all these different runs at the top where people are performing up top. People are performing on the stage. People run down the aisles. It is all over the place, and it is nonstop. The best feature of the show is the stage. It was amazing. The stage starts flat, and then it starts to move. And then it starts to move, and it's tilting, and it's all over the place. And then at the end, it goes vertical. And they're fighting, but standing on the stage, but it's vertical, so they're hanging. Amazing. It was completely amazing. I would go back and see that one 1,000%. We got summer sale tickets for that. So we bought these tickets back in July and they were premium seats for $50. So we paid $109 for fifth row seats, which normally would have cost almost $400. I am already in my calendar. I have it ready to look for the next summer sale because you cannot beat the price of these seats. And we might be able to mix it in with some of our credit card rewards or different things that we have, points and things like that. I can't wait for the next sale. I have a list of shows that I want to go see, and I'm so excited because the premium seat deal was amazing. O was also on that deal as well. We already had tickets to go see O, so we didn't buy them, but I might give it another try. We were all the way up in the top last time. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I might give it another try and see, do I like it better if we're all the way up in front? I could be a front row person. All right, we're the fifth row back. G.
13 and 12.
Fire keeps coming up from the stage. This is the theater. So cool.
Oh, okay. So you may see something.
We have the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which does have a $150 dining credit, and we decided to use it at Nobu because we went to Antigua a couple months ago. So those videos came out last month. Check out those two, specifically Hermitage Bay, where I had the best sushi I've ever had in my life, hands down. I am on a hunt to find sushi that is as close to as good as that. I haven't found it yet. The chefs in Antigua trained at Nobu, so we thought, oh, we'll try Nobu. That sounds great. We had a $150 credit. We got 6 pieces of sushi that was a yellowtail with jalapeno, tuna tataki, and I got teppanyaki scallops. The food was good. It was not as good as Antigua, but it was good. It was pricey for what we got. We didn't really get that much. Kyle was still hungry after. I think if we go back, we're going to do all sushi and just get 4 or 5 different kinds of sushi. I originally had little sushi bowls picked out, but then they weren't on the menu when we went, so we kind of had to switch it up. We ended up with the scallops. The meal was good, but not Antigua, not Hermitage Bay. Check out that video if you want to see what I'm talking about because it is magical. I can't get over it. Time to look at how much we spent on our weekend in Vegas. This was our most expensive, I think, Vegas trip, or one of, but we did a lot. We went to a lot of shows. I think we did pretty good. Travel logistics. We stayed at the Luxor. We did have comped nights, and we had 30 free play, 100 resort credits, so we paid 0. Southwest, we have the companion pass, so one of us flies free. Ubers, we took a couple. We had a $50 credit. Airport parking, we had some credits for that. Total with points, $336.96. Total without points would have been $1,206.43. I'm good with that. It's about 25%. That's my goal. Food has consistently been the hardest to get under control, and we finally did it after months of trying. Public house, we had a My Vegas coupon. We charged it to the room because we had the resort credit, so paid 0. Donutique, $12 donut, not worth it. Public house again for breakfast. We had another room charge and another My Vegas coupon, so we charged that to the room. Donutique for me this time, again, not worth it, $17. Waters at the Sphere, insane, $13. Lala Noodle, another My Vegas free appetizer. We also paid with points, so $10 was the tip. For Nobu, we had the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It was the food credit, $150. So we paid $17.75 after the $150 credit. Starbucks with some stars. Total with points, $69.75. Without points would have been $452.21. I think this was the best we did on food so far, and I'm so happy we finally have that under control because these little pieces of the puzzle are coming together and we are finding ways to reduce the cost on all of our trips. For entertainment, Shin Lim at the Venetian. So we got a targeted offer from the Cap One shopping portal, $150 back on $250. So we paid $165.31 for the tickets, and that was VIP seating all the way up front. Amazing. Could not recommend it more. Ka, the summer sale, like I said, we paid $109. The seats would have been $389.60. Again, amazing. Recommend it 1000%. You have to go see Ka. Sphere at the Wizard of Oz. I paid full price, $286. So it was $143 per seat. And I swore up and down I would never spend that much, but then we went to go see Postcard from Earth and I loved it, so I had to go see The Wizard of Oz. Had I waited a little bit, we did get some StubHub credits, but I was impatient and I bought the tickets well before we had those credits. Now I know for next time, just wait a little bit and we would have gotten a better deal. Total with points, $510.31. Total without points would have been $940.91. Considering we went to 3 amazing shows and had front row seats at 2 of the 3, I think we did pretty good. Our trip total with points, $917.02. Without points, comps, discounts, anything, $2,599.55. I'm okay with that. It's not as good as we could have done, but we are getting things kind of tightened up as far as food discounts, coupons, things like that. I think this whole year we've been getting better and better. Our schedule is already booked for midway through next year. It's getting crazy. So if you want to see some ship tours, Vegas trips, you want to see how we use our credit card points, how we use our credits, the different cards we have, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the videos so that I know what you want to see more of. It really does help me out. Coming up, we're going to have a couple different Royal cruises. We're going to have Virgin cruises. We're going to have MSC cruises. We're going to have, what's the other one? Princess. We're going on Princess a couple times next year that we have scheduled. One in January, and we're going back to Alaska mid-year. So we have so much coming out. We're going to be adding Vegas in there as well throughout the year. I'll keep showing you where we go, how much we spend, and how much we save using comps, casino comps, credit card points, credit card rewards, coupons, everything we can find, the works. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next trip.
Goodbye, everybody.